Minor league football action from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex as the Virginia Cyclones put their 2-0 record on the line, taking on the Northern Virginia Rampage here on this brisk Saturday afternoon. Appreciate you joining us here from the Sportsplex. This one today brought to you by our great friends over at Dollar Bank. As if you have big plans, make them happen with the Dollar Bank loan sale. All loans, all terms are on sale at super low rates. But hurry, it all ends April 9th. Save big. Visit the Dollar Bank tent on the second floor. Buy concessions here at the Sportsplex. Or for those of you watching at home, go online to dollar.bank/loan sale. That's dollar.bank/loan sale. Let's get you there, equal housing lender. And the Sportsplex would like to thank the following official sponsors helping make this one and every other broadcast from the Sportsplex possible. AFC Urgent Care, AstroTurf, CHKD Sports Medicine, Dairy Queen, Dollar Bank, Dollar Tree, John's Tax Service, One Life Fitness, Paint and Gain Sports, Shine Time, Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Vault Athletics, Why Not Italian, and Zoop Eatery. Today's game is being live streamed on the Virginia Beach Sportsplex website and YouTube page. If you want to catch a replay of today's game, check out our YouTube page at Beach Sportsplex for this and many other contests, including last week's Cyclones matchup played right here at the Sportsplex. Opening toss decided, and the Cyclones will kick to get things started. Cyclones will start in the, call it gunmetal gray with orange highlights, white helmets, moving left to right across your computer screens here. Meanwhile, the Rampage in the white with black helmets, grayish black numerals as we prepare to get underway. Coming into this one, the Cyclones just about, call it a half a game behind the Baltimore Lightning for first place in the MLF Elite. Kick from Ryan Boker. As some lineup adjustments here for Northern Virginia. The Rampage come in 0-2 on the season, looking to get their first win of the year, having been outscored 40-6 in the first two matchups. The Cyclones hoping to defend home turf after a 20-2 victory last week right here from the Sportsplex. Officials get everything set. Kickers set and ready to go. And we will have football action Boker points, checks. Kick is up. That one going to be taken, shifting near side. Stepping in, collision. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rampage, starting off at about the 31-yard line. First and 10. For the Rampage, starting at their own 31-yard line. And we got the beef in. Quick handoff up the gut. That one's going to go for about, call it 2. Quarterback Mark Cantu
They will go for a 1-yard pickup.
Hands
Second
off the
down,
native of
Rampage.
Frederick, Maryland. Second down, Rampage. Call it 2nd and 9. Rampage started the season falling to Baltimore Hurricanes 28-0. A closer defeat at the hands of the Franklin County Tigers, 12-6 a week ago. Second of back-to-back home game or back-to-back road games, excuse me, for the Rampage. As Cantu stands in the gun, has Greg Fields to his right. Man coming in motion. Denham waits. Cantu throws, incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Third down.
And so, 1 yard rushing, call it 3rd and 9. As Cantu gets the play call in from the far side, he'll jog in slowly. In the gun, Cantu with one back in a pistol-style formation, 2 split out to each side. Drops, looks, slings it. That one's going to be complete and ripped down just short. Caught about 3 yards short.
To the 39-yard line. 4th down, Rampage.
But a gain up to the 39, so we'll call it officially a gain of 7 for Cantu. And so Tanisa Villa Rivera stands back to punt for the Rampage. Cyclones will get their first opportunity. Here, in. That one just got off, almost blocked by the Cyclones, going to the sideline, reaching out and touching it. And an interesting turn of events as the Rampage player was
First down, Cyclones.
almost bear crawling, unable to get a handle on it, but Kewan Henson, a strong safety from Dumfries, Virginia,
First down, ball on the 14-yard line.
downs it at the 14, so that's where the Cyclones will take over. Good punt for Avila Rivera. And the Cyclones taking over deep in their own end on the 14. Cyclones coming in off of a 20-2 victory over the Royals at home last week. They started the season with an 18-12 victory over the DMV Knights. And we'll start with James Davis at quarterback, the Virginia Beach native. Stands in the gun. 1 to his right, 2 split out each side. Man in motion. Quick pop over, that one just out of the reach.
Pass incomplete. Second down, Cyclones.
And so, Cyclones trying to start off with some quick offensive pops. Unable to get that going. We've got 2nd and 10 for the Cyclones from their own 14. He'll go same formation. James Davis in the gun, 1 to his left this time. Give up the gut, nothing there, swarmed over, might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give him 1.
That run will be good for a 2-yard pickup. Third down, Cyclones.
Call it 2 officially. As Cyclones 2-yard run for Cam Bryant. 3rd and 8 for the Cyclones. Davis airs one out, has a man, and just knocked away. A good look for James Davis, just unable to complete it. Had a wide receiver cutting towards the middle of the field, but just unable to make it work. So we're going to see the first opportunity for the Cyclone punt team to step out onto the field and try to pin their counterparts from the Rampage back in their own end. Since 1965, the AstroTurf brand has been driven by forward-thinking ingenuity. Today, AstroTurf continually improves its system design to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic sport-specific performance, longest-lasting durability, and sound player protection. AstroTurf. Snap is good, not much of a pressure. Punt, good solid punt, about 50 yards. Call it in the air, stutter step. Rampage up the gut right to about the 40. And a good return there as Thomas Bothwell picks up a good hefty, call it 24-yard return. And so we'll see Nova's second opportunity on offense. Gained about 8 on their first possession. So what can the Rampage do here with better opening field position? We'll see. Mark Cantu and company searching for win number 1. 2 split wide each side, 1 back to his left. And flag comes out. It's going to be a false start on the Rampage. So they'll back it up. And Cantu now looking at 1st and 15. Ball on the Virginia Cyclones 41. Looks, steps up in the pocket, has a man deep, connects with him. Touchdown Rampage. Cantu lets it fly as he's hit. He connects with Christopher Hamilton. And the wide receiver from Woodbridge, Virginia, connects with the quarterback on a 41-yard strike. And just like that, the Rampage lead by a touchdown. So Cantu 2 for 3 for 48 yards already and 1 TD. And what a beautiful pass that was from the visitors. Cantu got hammered as he let it fly, but stepped up into the pocket, making it count to give the Rampage the 6-0 lead. Kick is up, and it's no good.
No good.
So the Rampage strike first, draw first blood. 6-0, they lead the home Cyclones. And James Davis and company going to head right back to work. Only 1 total yard of offense on that opening drive, something they want to fix and counter back here on drive number 2. something that'll be of important note as this Virginia offense putting up a total of 38 points through 2 games, sitting in second place in the MLF Elite. One of only 2 unbeatens left. Baltimore Lightning, the other, sitting at 3-0. As the Rampage forgot that they needed a tee to kick off, so we'll get reset as the Cyclones back to receive. Kick is up short, taken by the up man at the 30. Looking to the 15, breaks through one, breaks through another, out to the 43. A little bit of extracurriculars going on there as it was John Young, the tight end from Elizabeth City, returning to the 43-yard line. Young played his college ball at North Carolina Wesleyan. As James Davis and company will take over at the 43, the Virginia Beach native hoping to get his squad back on the scoreboard and tie this one or draw ahead after that missed extra point. Davis in the gun, 2 split wide each side. The form we've seen from the Cyclones all 4 plays. Give up the middle. Chance running, stopped, and just hammered right there after maybe we'll call it a gain of 1.
The run will be good for a 1-yard pickup. Second down, Cyclones.
As Cam Bryant, the Norview High School product and Norfolk native, picks up 1, 2nd and 9, but Bryant down on the field. So trainers will come to check him out, make sure he's okay. Cyclones trailing 6-0. If you're looking for a place to go work on your fitness, look no farther than Vault Fitness Facility, Hampton Road's newest 13,000 square foot facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. We specialize in youth athlete development, personal training, small group training, and specialty fitness classes. That's at Vault Athletics and Fitness. Just about 10 minutes to go, opening quarter. Virginia Cyclones and Northern Virginia Rampage, 6-0. The Rampage lead on a beautiful 41-yard strike from Mark Cantu to Hamilton. Back, looking, airs it out. Another chance into the hands, and touchdown Cyclones. Get a little dance in, you young man, as the celebration goes on. Davis connects on the long bomb. That one's going to be Torres Miller. And so, Davis to Miller, call it a 57-yard strike. And Davis's first completion of the evening is a big one.
Extra point, no good.
As the extra point is up and no good, and we've got some extracurriculars. Cyclones, though, will get a chance to re-kick after the penalty. So Davis makes his first completion count. It's a 57-yard completion to Torres Miller. They'll get a second opportunity on the extra point. has some miscommunication up front. Now the Cyclones going to be moving. Well, we'll see whether they're moving back or not. As Boker, the kicker, that one's going to be up, and it's good.
The extra point is good.
Cyclones answer back the long touchdown pass with one of their own. They lead 7-6 with just about 9.5 minutes to go in quarter number one. And the big play offense from both sides, the key, both quarterbacks connecting on a beautiful long throw, giving us a 7-6 game so far.
Earn $300 with everything checking from Dollar Bank. Then do.
Boker set to kick for the Cyclones. Appreciate you tuning in with us here from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Cyclones and Rampage in minor league football elite spring season. Who doesn't love a little football in the spring? As Boker to kick has two men waiting at the Rampage 20. Up, got a good piece of it. Going to bounce toward the sideline. Collected at the 15. Towards the middle. Breaks through a couple. Has some space. Moving ahead. Stiff arm down to the 40. And a great run from Thomas Bothwell.
41-yard line.
The defensive back picked it up at his own 15, and the Rampage starting with great field position once again. We saw this Rampage offense use the big play last time around. The 47-yard bomb from Cantu to Hamilton. We'll see if they're able to continue that and be successful with the long pass or if they try to switch things up. Cantu in the gun. Has a man behind him. It's Cedric Hawley. Snap is low, gives Hawley off the right side, has room to go. Just one to beat, stiff arm into the defensive backfield and taken down at the 15. And a flag on the play, but
Flag on the field.
excuse me, it was Taylor McCall. And
On offense.
a holding call on the offense is going to negate that beautiful run from Taylor McCall, as he found a gap off right tackle. We'll see if they go right back to that, but the Rampage offense, a little bit of success. Trailing 7-6. Snap is back. They go same way. Off tackle, another flag down. And in the vicinity of a holding. As once again, McCall trying to go off tackle. Wait for the official call, but it looks like the Rampage are going to be backing it up once again. And what started is beautiful field position for the Rampage at the Cyclone 41. Well, it's right back into their own half, into their own 41. So still first down after the pair of penalties. Rampage in the gun. Cantu has the 41-yard touchdown pass to Hamilton. Right now he's got McCall behind him in the backfield. One split out to either side, pair of tights. Cantu, throw. Nobody nearby. He gets leveled.
Incomplete pass, second down.
As he was going down, Cantu's 4th attempt. He's now 2 for 4 with 48 yards on the evening. Cyclones leading 7-6. For those of you basketball fans, Villanova trailing Kansas 50-39, about 14 minutes to go in the Final Four. Probably much warmer inside at the Final Four in New Orleans than it is out here in Virginia Beach this evening. A cold evening, getting a little more chilly as we move on. Rampage and Cyclones. 7-6, Cantu drops back, pass a little high on this quick screen. Over to the right. That one's going to be complete to Hamilton. No gain. As the Rampage looking at 3rd and a country mile and a half. Unofficially. Officially, we'll call it 3rd and 25. Call it 3rd and 30, actually. Cantu in the gun, one man to his left, 2 wide each side. Motion right to left. Low snap, rolls out, has pressure. Cantu has to look, drops one off, completes to a man, going to be bumped out, and then knocked out after the fact, and a penalty going to be called on the Cyclones, as that was Kevin Stringer, the second on the completion.
On the field, they hit on the defense.
As we'll call it a gain of 5. But the penalty coming in late, as it was David Wilson, the defensive lineman out of Norfolk, who played his college ball at Old Dominion. Coming in late, they were out of bounds, held up. He came in, just a quick extra shove, and that one takes it from 4th and really long to about 4th and 9 inside the offensive portion of the field. So it looks like the Rampage are going to set to kick.
4th down, Rampage.
However, maybe you try to draw them off sides, go with a quick snap count, see what you can get. Rampage sending out the punter, Tanisavia Rivera. He stands back at his own 47. The returner for the Cyclones standing at the 10. Pressure in, that one just up, muffed a little bit, bounces high at the 35, and right out. It'll be marked at the 34-yard line. So the Cyclones will take over, leading at 7-6. Last time out, it was the big 57-yard play from James Davis to Miller for the touchdown. The offense hasn't necessarily been able to establish an identity here in the early stages of this opening quarter. Up 7-6. We'll see what they're able to do here. Davis 1 for 3 for 57 yards on the afternoon. He stands in the gun, has 3 wide near side. 1 man wide. You see the orange socks up to the top of the screen. Quick pass over, collected, flag out. Man with room to go toward the sideline. It's a gain of 16, but flagged down, and we're going to see what that goes. It looked like it's going to go against the Cyclones. So once again, we see another good play from one of these squads negated due to just poor discipline and sloppy play, as we had the big run from the Rampage at the start of that drive. It was shut down, and now you've got a good little pitch and catch Instead of ball on the 50-yard line for the Cyclones, they're standing back at the 25. So a 25-yard difference from that one penalty on the Cyclones. First and 20 from the 25. Quick pass over, screen again, gets back to the line. Might have gotten one. Looks like they're going to give him the original line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second down for the Cyclones. Ball on the 25-yard line. They need to get to the 45. Call it the 44 for a first down. As time winding, under 5 minutes to play this opening quarter. Davis in the gun. 3 wide, far side. Looks far side, has time. Steps out, quick throw in, sliding, and just incomplete.
That will be incomplete. Third down, Cyclones.
As third down for the Cyclones. Davis at a sliding Torres Miller, just unable to connect with him. And so that's going to do it for the first quarter as the Cyclones take a
End of the first quarter. The score, Cyclones 7, Rampage 6.
Cyclones take a 7-6 lead into the first quarter. So while they get the chain set, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with second quarter football. You're watching the Virginia Cyclones present. Virginia Cyclones football, third down, start of the second quarter. Cyclones up 7-6 here from the Sportsplex. Appreciate you tuning in with us on a beautiful Saturday evening for some football. Quarterback James Davis in the gun. Drops, runs, he's got space to go, gonna look out, slide down, got hit a little bit from behind. Some of the Cyclones on the near sideline wanted a penalty called. Davis gets back to the original line of scrimmage as the Cyclones with 5 penalties in that opening quarter. But they weren't the only team that had been penalized. The Rampage with plenty of penalties as well. So it'll be fourth down. Ryan Boker out to punt. The Cyclones screaming at the sideline, we need one more, we need one more. Now we get Tone Whitfield coming in to save the day. Back Boker sends a wobbler down, gonna hit at the 40, bounces. Cyclones are there. And in coverage, it will be Davey Bradshaw. Downs it at the 34-yard line where the Rampage will take over for their third offensive drive of the game. Fourth offensive drive. Rampage 1 touchdown. The long, beautiful pass from Mark Cantu to Hamilton. It was answered by a beautiful pass from James Davis. but that's the only scoring we've had so far in this one. As we sit here, it gets a little chilly at times, gets a little cold as the sun goes down, and the perfect place to go is going to be Zoop Eatery. At Zoop, you can build the perfect box lunch or dinner, a customizable and individually packaged meal for your convenience. Choose from any of our wide variety of soups, fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches, all served with a giant hunk of bread and a dessert. There's something for the whole crew at Zoop Eatery. So make sure to head there to warm up as it gets chilly, or even as it warms up, get your sandwich and salad. Big pack system for the Rampage. Off right tackle. Room to go. Breaking through a couple of tackles there. And the opportunity.
Ran to the 49-yard line. First down, Rampage.
As it was Jordan Kalmwa. Gain of 18. For Kalmwa. Big set again. Two big dogs in the backfield. Almost defensive lineman. Extra lineman Kalmwa. Again, right up the gut. Call it a gain.
And they will go for a 4-yard pickup. Second down, Rampage.
Call it a game of 5. And the Cyclones going to take a timeout. So back-to-back runs for Kalmwa. And that's going to force the Cyclones to pause for a moment, take a timeout, and see how they can shake things down. Excuse me, Jordan Denham on the carry, on the last 2 carries for the Rampage. Denham played his college ball at Bridgewater College, the product of Manassas. Listed as a wide receiver, but getting some carries from the backfield. As the Cyclones staring down a 2nd and 5. And a running attack that seems to be working here in the last few. It looks like the Rampage have found their stride, throwing those two big boys in the back. As Ernesto Hernandez comes in as almost like a hybrid fullback role in addition to Greg Fields. Hernandez rostered at 465. Fields rostered at 365. So there's a little bit of weight between those two in the backfield. And when I tell you they are as big, if not bigger, than the Rampage offensive line, they are as big, if not bigger, than the Rampage offensive line. So you get an extra 2 offensive linemen. You could hand the ball off to if you want. Not sure how their ball security skills are. But Cantu going to give right up the middle again. This time the Cyclones get in the backfield and foil it.
That run will go for a 1-yard pickup, 3rd down.
As they'll say a 1-yard pickup, but it didn't really look like Denham was able to get much of anything. So the Rampage stare down at 3rd and 5 from the 46-yard line, trailing by 1. 7-6, clock winding slowly here in the second quarter of this minor league football action. Appreciate you tuning in with us from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Cyclones and Rampage. The Cyclones looking to claim their 3rd win of the season. Mark Cantu, the quarterback, has Denham in the backfield with him. One man comes in motion. Cantu looks, ducks under, has time, steps up, avoids one tackle, picks up the first down by just about a yard.
First down, Rampage.
But Cantu, gain of 6 on the carry, and he will keep the sticks moving, keep the possession in the Rampage hands as they look to extend this drive. Third first down of the game for the Rampage. They're going to come right back with 2 split wide to each side, 1 back. Denham to the left of Cantu. Snap, give Denham. Off right side, swarmed under as the Cyclones are there. Nowhere to run for Denham.
No gain, second down.
And so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Denham's 4th carry has 23 yards on the ground for the visitors from Northern Virginia. Total of 35 yards on the ground. So far in this one for the Rampage. They line up. We'll see if they keep feeding the run game as it had been successful prior to that carry. But this Cyclone defense been stingy throughout the early part of this season. Can they pick it up here? Pass up to about the 45, going to be complete and knocked back. They'll give him the 43 for forward progress. So we will get 3rd down.
Third down, ball on the 37-yard line.
As ball goes to the 37. So make it a gain of 2. Cantu now 5 of 8 for 55 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown coming on a 41-yard strike. We'll see what they're able to do here. The touchdown to Christopher Hamilton. Cantu drops back, pressure, ducks under again, has room to run, tucks it down. Cantu comes in and a big hit. Takes him down at the 23. The safety coming through levels Cantu, but a first down.
Down to the 22-yard line. First down, Rampage.
And a 19-yard run for the Rampage quarterback. He popped right back up. And once again, the Cyclones getting pressure, doing a good job downfield of pinning the receivers in. But Cantu just able to tuck it and go. They bring the big boys back in at fullback. Give up the gut, trying to break through, swarmed under, broke through one tackle. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage is Denham.
That would be good for no gain. Second down, Rampage.
2nd and 10, Rampage milking a lot of this clock here in the second quarter. And a little bit of jibber-jabbering between the tight end from the Rampage and the Cyclone defense. Rampage keep that big set in. They've got Denham, the lone back, in the pistol. Fields and Hernandez, the two fullbacks, give Denham. He's met right at the line of scrimmage, rushed through, and just hit right at the knees. Doesn't get anything, if maybe 1 yard. Looks like they're going to give him 1. So Denham now 7 carries, 25 yards. Cantu 2 carries for 25 yards for the Rampage. Their one score has come through the air. However, on this drive, it's been the ground game that has allowed the Rampage to just keep milking this clock. As we're going to get a timeout taken by the Rampage, so they want to talk things over. We'll take a break here in the booth. Rampage and Cyclones. The Cyclones defending home turf up 7-6, but the Rampage within striking distance, knocking on the door of the red zone. We'll be right back with more. This one brought to you by Dollar Bank from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. You're watching 2022 Virginia Cyclones football.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Back at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex, the Virginia Cyclones and Northern Virginia Rampage. Third down here for the Rampage, knocking on the door of the red zone. Quarterback Mark Cantu has one out to his left. That's Taylor McCall, gets one man in motion. As Cantu looks, airs one out. That one's going to be no good. Short, wide, long, just about whatever you want to call it. So Cantu can't complete it. He is now 5 for 9 for 53 yards and a touchdown. We'll see what the Rampage decide to do here. Cantu still out on the field for fourth down. Ball on the 21-yard line. For an offense that has sputtered at times this season for the Rampage. 4th and 9. Really only one more first down you can get. Potential for this first down and one more, and they're going to kick. As the quarterback, Cantu, walks it off. That's back, and it's a fake. Dropping look, flips over. Room to go. An opportunity for the Rampage. First down. They pick it up. A little bit of tomfoolery makes it work. And the Rampage pick up the first down, but not without a cost. They've got a man down. As you had to almost wonder what was going to happen as they sent Cantu, the kicker, right back immediately to like he was going to kick it. So you started off thinking that it was going to be a fourth down attempt. Then you thought, hey, maybe they're going to kick a field goal, but a well-executed maneuver by the Rampage to get down inside the red zone. They can pick up another first down on the, call it the 3-inch line, right before the goal line. So an opportunity for another first down, 1st and 10 from the 11. As that pass for the Rampage coming from Taylor McCall. So a good opportunity on a little bit of trickery for the Rampage. They sneak right down inside, trying to regain the lead. As we've still got a player down at the 25-yard line. Coaches and training staff around, so we're going to take a break. Hopefully this all works out. Rampage knocking on the door, down 7-6. We'll be right back to the Sportsplex in a moment.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
Cyclones. Virginia Cyclones action from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Rampage knocking on the doorstep. Injury timeout back on the field. As quick handoff, a little wildcat rolling, looking, trying to haul him down and tossed like a ragdoll to the turf with Zion Lucas, wide receiver out of Fredericksburg.
Second down, Rampage.
Loss of 7. So we'll have 2nd and 17. Second and 17 from the 18-yard line. The Rampage can get one more first down. Trailing by 1, 7-6. Both teams airing it out with a 40-plus yard touchdown pass. Mark Cantu back in the backfield for the visitors. In white, steps up, airs one out, looking for the corner. No good. And just long.
Third down, Rampage.
As the pass intended on the far side, incomplete. Third down upcoming for the Rampage. We already saw one fourth down conversion on the fake field goal attempt. So you got to think the Cyclones on high alert for anything else like that. Third and very long, 17. The first down marker, not even necessarily the length of the ball between that and the goal line. Cantu, gun, rolls out, looks, has space, jumps around 1, gets down to about the 7. And so another good run
That would be good down to the 9-yard line. 4th down, Rampage.
Down to the 9, excuse me. So call it a gain of 9. Rampage quarterback now 34 yards. As they're going to trot out the kicking team. Kick straight away. It'll be about a 25-yard field goal attempt, but timeout going to be taken by the Cyclones as they try to get things sorted out and settled. It's that time of year for sorting and settling, as tax time is just about here. And John's Tax Service is a proud community supporter of local sports right here in Hampton Roads, providing tax preparation and retirement planning services. John's Tax Service and JPM Financial Services have been serving all of Hampton Roads for over 20 years. We're the best thanks to you, John's Tax Service. Rampage debating on kicking what would be a 25-yard field goal. As Sid Thompson, a man back to attempt the field goal for the Rampage. Down by 1, looking to go up by 2 on what's been a very drawn out and long drive here at the start of this quarter. Kick is going to be up, and it is good as the Rampage
Field goal is good.
at a 25-yard field goal from Thompson. And so the Rampage counter back after the Cyclones pick up the long touchdown pass. They come back a long, drawn-out drive, sometimes aided by penalties, but some big runs from quarterback Mark Cantu, putting the Rampage in scoring distance. They're able to capitalize, so we'll see what the Cyclones are able to do with a limited amount of clock here at the end of this first half, trailing 9-7. Last time the offense had a chance to strike back, we saw the long ball from Davis to Miller, a 57-yard touchdown. Kick is up. It's kind of a line drive. Bounces back, and it's going to roll out into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And so, good opportunity for the Cyclones as they're going to take over at their own 25. First and 10, just about 4.5 minutes to play, opening half. Basketball update for you. The Jayhawks leading 75-62. As Kansas looking to punch their ticket to the national championship game on Monday night. Both these teams looking to punch a little bit closer to the MLF championship game later this season. The Cyclones trying to add to their perfect start. Davis in the gun, airs it out. Great catch in midfield, up, keeps going, running, room away from one man. He's going to go, was never touched down. The Rampage adamant that it shouldn't be a touchdown, but the Cyclones capitalize on a 75-yard touchdown. We'll see as the officials are discussing but the Cyclones needed an answer. They definitely got it. As Davey Bradshaw picks up the second touchdown of the half for the Cyclones. "75 yards as the officials getting an adamant and angry Rampage coach. The flag goes up, so he's going to get a personal foul. Another flag goes as players are trying to escort him off the field. A Rampage frustrated because several Rampage players stopped, thinking that Bradshaw was down. He made the leaping grab at midfield, collected himself, got back up, and then immediately sprinted toward the end zone. Nobody touched him. And so right now it sits as a touchdown for the Cyclones. With just about 4 minutes to play in this second quarter, 2 flags have been thrown on the Rampage coach. He was not happy with the officials after that one. Had to be escorted off the field by the big dogs. And the officials still having a discussion. As we wait for them to sort all of this out. And so now the officials have come back and said no touchdown. Now the Cyclone coaching staff is the angry and aggrieved group. We'll see where they spot the ball. Cyclone standing at the 30-yard line. Rampage standing at the 20. If it's no touchdown, the ball would be spotted if the catch is good at the 45. If the catch was no good, the ball will come all the way back to the 25. Rampage players are clapping, so you would guess that it's going to be no catch or it's going to be a catch. However, they're pointing at about the 20. So it appears the ball will be spotted on the 20 and a 1st and 10 from the Rampage 20. And the Rampage coach, Cyclone coach, excuse me, heading back to the sidelines. No, that's the Rampage coach being escorted off the game. He has apparently been booted from this one. So it's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 10. 1st and goal, excuse me, ball on the 10. Cyclone ball. Toss, that one going to be incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Second down.
As Davis for the Cyclones. I'm going to go Davis and company headed to the sidelines to regroup. It'll be 2nd and goal. Ball remains on the 10. So after a bizarre turn of events on what looked like a 75-yard touchdown from Davis to Bradshaw, we've got 2nd and goal from the 10. Second quarter, minor league football elite spring season action. The Virginia Cyclones hosting the Northern Virginia Rampage. Davis under center. Give left side, room to go toward the end zone, and just goes out at the 1. Cyclone signaling touchdown, however,
The 1 yard line, third down, Cyclone.
out at the 1 was Cam Bryant, the Norview product. Just falls short. If he would have tucked and dove, he would have had an opportunity to maybe reach the pylon. However, we're going to look at third down. Cyclones trailing by 2, 9-7. Here in the second quarter. Goal line stand, chance. Davis runs right through the offensive line and in. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Cyclones as Davis uses the 1 yard run. To get back on this scoreboard. And the Cyclones back in front. They lead 13-9. With time winding down in the opening half, PAT pending. But after a strange turn of events where a potentially 75-yard run was negated, or 75-yard passing catch for a touchdown negated, the Cyclones no trouble. Now snap on the extra point is off. The Rampage pick it up and off they go. And they're going to say that the ball was down. The Rampage get all the way back. The PAT is no good either way. And the officials having a discussion with the Rampage coaching staff once again. And I think it's safe to say these Rampage coaches are not a big fan of our officiating crew tonight, as they're saying that the ball was touched and he was down back at about the 45. But the Rampage thought they had free game all the way back on the botched PAT attempt. Either way, we're sitting at 13-9. Cyclones leading the Rampage. We're going to take a quick timeout in the booth. We'll be back with more first half action. Rampage and Cyclones on your home for Virginia Cyclones from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. You need John Maynard. PFP, LUTCF, EA, all those initials behind his name mean he's qualified to work on your taxes. He's an ATA, accredited tax advisor. He's an ATP, accredited tax preparer. He's a fellow at NTPI, the National Tax Practice Institute. And if all that weren't enough, he's also been voted the best of Norfolk and the best of Virginia Beach Awards. John Maynard has been professionally trained in tax preparation and representation. He brings to the table over 30 years' experience in federal and state returns. He delivers personalized, one-on-one service, and he's a
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
As a lifelong local, avid waterman, coach at Kellam High School, coach at the Virginia Soccer Club, also a member at Virginia Beach National and Hanover Ridge Golf Club. The 757 is a great place to live and play. As a seasoned realtor at the Bryan Group, I know I can find you the perfect home.
Back at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex after an extended delay, conversation, discussion, whatever you want to call it. We're back for more football, folks. Cyclones score a touchdown on the 1-yard run from James Davis. Set to kick off. A little bit of confusion after the point after. Rolled through the hands. The Rampage thought they were able to capitalize on the mistake, but instead it was back, so the Cyclones going to kick. Just a little bit of time left in the opening half. Kick is up, fielded at the 20, muffed, collected back. Rampage moving through and just slammed down at the 25. Loose ball. Rampage now motioning. Cyclones saying they have it, so we'll see. Waiting for the official signal. As the Cyclone offense heading back out onto the field, so a turnover on the kickoff following the long delay, as it was David Haribia. Losing the ball on the kickoff, so the Cyclones heading back on the offensive. Great starting field position. Ball on the 25. 1st and 10 for James Davis and company. Davis with 57 through the air. 2 yards on the ground, but a touchdown on the ground. 2 timeouts left. 1:57 on the clock here in quarter number 2. Davis has 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Stands in the gun. Virginia Beach native fires left, scooping down and shoved right back to the turf. It's going to be 2nd and call it 8.
Good for a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down, Cyclones.
$1:35 to go, first quarter. 2 timeouts left for the Cyclones. Davis has a man open far side, tries to break through 1 tackle. Will gets down to the 10, so that'll be a 1st down.
Pass will be good down to the 14-yard line. 1st down, Cyclones.
Down to the 14, excuse me. 1st and 10 Cyclones. Call it the 13. Cyclones have timeouts, but keep the clock running. Davis over that one, gonna go right into the hands and out. And completion will stop the clock with 57 seconds to go. Cyclones leading 13-9. Missed extra point from either side. Clock winding again. As they wind the clock down to 38. The official clock, that's where we'll sit. In the gun, Davis. Pressure, has time. He's going to scramble, lobs one up, has a man, complete. Touchdown, Cyclones. The Cyclones get the scramble from James Davis. He's able to find a man in the back left corner of the end zone. And just like that, the Cyclones have added to their lead. Davis connecting on the touchdown with Jameel Edwards for the 13-yard score. And the extra point is going to be good. So Davis has his second touchdown of the afternoon through the air. Cyclones lead 20-9. Just about 30 seconds left. Davis now in the first half, 6 for 8, 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cyclones leading 20-9, they'll kick off. Back is the Rampage trying to answer. They've been able to find an answer one way or the other to each Cyclone score prior to the one before this. The first 2 scores. But Rampage find themselves down 11 heading into half right now. Bouncing off a couple of tackles, man gonna go down as 9 seconds roll off the clock. Ball up to the 43-yard line. Rampage with a first down, 18 seconds to go. Cyclones trying to wrap up the first half on a high note with that touchdown from Davis to Edwards. Mark Cantu opened the scoring for the Rampage with a 41-yard pass to Hamilton. However, a 57-yard touchdown from the Cyclones responded. And since that point, they've scored 13 of the next 16 points. The only points for the Rampage coming on that 25-yard field goal from Thompson. Cantu in the gun. Takes play action. Airs one out. Has a man. Picked almost. Picked off.
Pass, second down, Rampage.
As it went right into the hands of the Cyclone defender. Good effort to read that and hop over. Just unable to reel it in and cap off the interception. You know the old adage about defensive backs, though, that's why they're not wide receivers. They would have liked to bring that one in. However, no dice. As Cantu finds himself with 10 seconds to work, down by 11 here in the first half. And it looks like the Rampage just going to take a knee and run this one out instead. So they're going to do that, and we are going to head into halftime. Cyclones leading the Rampage 20-9. For a few extended conversations after calls we made to halftime, the Rampage getting touchdowns from Davis to Miller, a 57-yarder to open the scoring. Davis added a 1-yard run before hitting Edwards on a 13-yard strike to make it 20-9. That's where we sit after the first half of play. This one brought to you tonight by Dollar Bank. Have big plans. Make them happen with the Dollar Bank loan sale. All loans, all terms are all on sale at super low rates. But hurry. It ends April 9th. Save big. Visit the Dollar Bank tent on the second floor at concessions. Or, for those of you watching at home, go online to dollar.bank/loan sale. Dollar Bank, let's get you there. Equal housing lender. We're going to step aside. We'll have a recap of the first half and second half action coming up in just a little bit. You're watching Virginia Cyclones football, brought to you by the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
Earn $300 with everything checking from Dollar Bank. Then do your thing.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
As a lifelong local, avid waterman, coach at Kellam High School, coach at the Virginia Cyclones Club, also a member at Virginia Beach National and Henry Regional Golf Club. The 757 is a great place to live and play. As a seasoned realtor at the Bryan Group, I know I can find you the perfect home.
The DQ Chicken Strip Basket, now with house-made Hidden Valley Ranch, is a ranch dream come true. When you dream of juicy, all-white meat chicken strips, crispy golden fries, buttery Texas toast, and house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. You heard that right. House-made Hidden Valley Ranch. So follow your ranch dreams straight to your DQ for the Chicken Strip Basket. DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. You need John Maynard. PFP, LUTCF, EA, all those initials behind his name mean he's qualified to work on your taxes. He's an ATA, accredited tax advisor. He's an ATP, accredited tax preparer. He's a fellow at NTPI, the National Tax Practice Institute. And if all that weren't enough, he's also been voted the best of Norfolk and the best of Virginia Beach awards. John Maynard has been professionally trained in tax preparation and representation. He brings to the table over 30 years' experience in federal and state returns. He delivers personalized, one-on-one service, and he's a certified...
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
MLF football from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex, quarter 3 just moments away as we eagerly await the two teams to return for what's set to be another exciting half, another unpredictable half of football from the Sportsplex, as the Cyclones hanging on to an 11-point lead. We'll have second half kickoff in just a few. Back in a moment, Cyclones and Rampage coming up. Whether your child is competing as a part of a football team like one of these two teams, likes to ride a bike, or is on the road to Olympic glory, the multidisciplinary team at the CHKD Sports Medicine Program is dedicated to the comprehensive treatment of illness and injury in pediatric and college and professional athletes like these two. CHKD Sports Medicine. So the Cyclones hanging on to an 11-point lead after a back and forth first half. It was the visitors from Northern Virginia that were able to strike first as Cantu, connected on a 41-yard touchdown pass to Hamilton. Mark Cantu out of Frederick, Maryland, put his team up 6-0 after the missed extra point. However, the Cyclones came right back. James Davis, a 57-yard touchdown pass, his first of 3 touchdowns in that opening half. He accounted for nearly all of the Cyclone points. The Rampage, long drive to start the second quarter, took it all the way down and capped it off with a field goal. From there, though, it was all Cyclones. They would have the 3 final scores in the opening half. A 25-yard a 1-yard run from Davis and a 13-yard touchdown pass from Davis capped off the scoring, where we sit 20-9 with 30 minutes of football left right here from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Appreciate all of you tuning in with us for this minor league football elite spring season contest. The Cyclones in the dark jerseys, orange numbers, orange name bars, and white helmets on the other side. White jerseys with gray name bars and numbers for the visitors out of Northern Virginia. Rampage set to kick off from the Sportsplex as we have, looks like one of the Rampage players slowly working his way across the field. Still on the field, but the kick is off, taken back at the 15. Cyclones ahead with blocking. Space up to the 37 and sliding through for the Cyclones. That was Tracy Daniels. Sets up a 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Ball on their own 37-yard line. Quarterback James Davis heading back to work. The Virginia Beach product, Davis, also a quarterback coach in his spare time when he's not playing. A connoisseur of the quarterback position, one could say. Davis in the first half, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns on 6 of 9. Nice passing numbers for Davis there. He also had the touchdown carry, a 1-yard carry right off the back of his offensive line. We're seeing this Rampage side being forced to have multiple players going 2 ways. We'll see if that ends up going in their favor or against them here as time winds down. Davis, give up the middle, room to go, breaks through 1. Gain of about 6 out to the 44-yard line. That'll be 2nd and 4 for the Cyclones. Cam Bryant on the carry once again. As he'll check out, in comes John Young, the tight end out of out of Elizabeth City. Played his college ball at North Carolina Wesleyan. 3 split wide to the right, 1 wide near side. Give up the middle. Dances away from 1, out to the first down marker, spins past, gets to about the 49-yard line, but a flag on the play. One of the Cyclones also down back at about the 38. We'll see what the flag is. If it's on the Rampage, it adds to a good run for the Cyclones. But meanwhile, we have an injury timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout in the booth. Cyclones leading 20-9. Back with more in a moment. You're watching Virginia Cyclones football presented by Dollar Bank.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine.
injured player off the field and off under his own power is the good thing to note. So the Cyclones take over. Penalty on the Cyclones, so they'll be backed up to their own 35. Leading the Rampage 20-9. Cyclones going to try to run some clock here. Back in the gun. Davis throws almost complete, just out of the hands. The intended receiver near side. That was Bradshaw. They've connected for a touchdown once tonight. Unable to connect for touchdown number 2 right there. So we'll have third down upcoming for the Cyclones. On their own 35, and once again we see penalties causing some issue. A big run up to the 49 would have given the Cyclones first down and a chance to keep the clock running. However, that is not the case, as instead they're backed up in their own end. Davis hit as he throws up. That one's going to be complete, and a beautiful play by the Cyclones. Davis airing it out. Call it a gain of 20. So he's got 95 on the evening, does Davis. That one is going to be complete to Marquise Holmes. And the Cyclones keep the clock moving, 12:50 and counting, up by 11. James Davis stays in the gun. He's been hit multiple times, but does a good job of standing in there and delivering a strike when he can. Holds, stutter step, looks, flips over. Quick pop, back to the line of scrimmage. Not much else going, as it was Bradshaw actually loses one. 2nd and 11 upcoming for the Cyclones here in this third quarter of minor league football action. Appreciate you joining us from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. One life, one inspired life. We're here to help start your new membership today at any one of our 8 convenient Hampton Roads locations, or go online to onelifefitness.com to claim a free trial pass. One Life Fitness. That's one spelled out, O-N-E, Life, L-I-F-E, Fitness. Davis and company trying to keep the ball moving. 2nd and 11. Ball on the Rampage 43. Quick pass over, trying to stay in bounds, reaching out, as they're going to give Holmes to about the 37. So it'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Cyclones. Good effort by Holmes. Got hit, kept going, just stretched out as much as he could to reach and get a few more yards, making it count. The old rugby stretch. Davis back, has time, finds a man right at about the 30. First down and more, down to the 28. Count it as Davis, a pickup of 10. He surpasses the century mark. He is now 8 for 11 with 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. So a good passing day for James Davis and the Cyclones. They'll pull a few substitutions here. Davis and Squan still marching down the field. 1st and 10, ball on the 26-yard line. Cyclones leading 20-9. Davis in the gun, 2 wide each side. 1 back to his left. And false start all around. You saw about 3 defenders from the line come streaking right through. And that one's going to be an false start on the offense. So all the defenders were drawn off, and again we see a penalty come back to bite the Cyclones, as they're looking at 1st and 15 now instead of 1st and 10. Multiple times we've seen it, but They're able to overcome it earlier. Can they overcome it here? We will have to wait and see. Cyclones. Back we go. Davis in the gun. One back to his left. And timeout going to be taken to stop the clock by the Rampage. So timeout on the field means a timeout right here in the booth. Cyclones leading 20-9 and driving. We'll be right back. You're watching Virginia Beach Sportsplex Sports, Virginia Cyclones football 2022 MLF Elite Spring Season presented by Dollar Bank.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine.
1st and 15 for the Cyclones. Quick handoff up the gut. Chance to go. He's got one to beat. Breaks the tackle down to the 15 and in. Down to the 8. Ball coughed up. We'll see who has it. And they're going to say Rampage ball. So a big run for the Cyclones. Down to the 9. But the ball coughed up. And Cam Bryant, a dejected Cam Bryant, heading back to the Virginia Cyclone sideline. His teammates tried to fight, saying he might have been down, but Bryant, kind of the way he was holding his head, kind of just knew that he had coughed up the ball and lost a great chance. A good run for Bryant, right up the gut. Gain of about 30. However, ball security is slightly important. So, the Rampage will take over on their own 10-yard line, 1st and 10 for Mark Cantu and company. Down 11, handoff, left side, up the gut, stopped. They'll give him 1 as the Cyclone defense right there swarming over. A good play by the defensive line to prevent the ball carrier Denham from getting much going. He's had a few opportunities where he's been able to break through, but for the most part, Denham held in check by this Cyclone defense. They've done a good job of limiting Northern Virginia to just about 100 yards offense to this point. Cantu in the gun, has 2 wide each side, 1 back to his left. Cyclones showing blitz, send 1 on the far side, and the quick pop over to the right-hand side going to be incomplete. And so that'll stop the clock, 8:19 to go here in this 3rd quarter, and bring up 3rd down for the Rampage deep in their own end. 3rd and 9. You could almost even call it 3rd and 10 as they barely got a yard on that 1st down run. Cyclones looking to piece together another long drive. They started the 2nd quarter with about a 8-minute drive, made up with a healthy dose of Denham on the ground. Man in motion. Cantu looks, airs it out, almost picked off, and the Cyclones would have had a free pass right to the end zone. However, once again, getting just a tiny bit too greedy as the Cyclones had it, thought they had a chance to go, but just dropped it to the turf. And so the Rampage will get a chance to punt instead of having a turnover right on their own 10-yard line. Cyclone defense comes up with a big stop to keep this one a 2-score game. As they'll send a man back standing near midfield to punt. Little miscommunication. Rampage running a man on at the very last moment. And flags are going to fly. It'll be a false start on the Rampage. That's going to back them up even more. Punting out of the back of their end zone now. As it's going to be Justin Guidry has to be careful if the snap's not good. He's got to make sure he knows where that back of the end zone is, especially if he's pressured. Just gets it off. That one goes sky high, maybe to the 15. Bounces back. We got a flag coming in on the near side, some extracurriculars. As the ball is going to be Cyclone ball. Punt only went about 20 yards. That'll be Cyclone ball on the 17, barring this penalty. See some of the Cyclones clapping. We'll wait to see what the call ends up being. The chippiness already starting between these two sides as we just saw one of the Cyclone players stop and point back up at the scoreboard. As the penalty is on the Cyclones, so they'll be backed up, but still phenomenal field position to start this drive. Ball on the Rampage 27-yard line. James Davis and company looking to make it a 3-possession game. And flags fly before we can get anything. Both teams pointing at either. Motion is going to be on the Rampage, so the Cyclones going to pick up some of what they lost. It'll be 1st and 5. Ball on the 24-yard line. First down, Cyclones knocking on the doorstep of the red zone once again. 20-9, Cyclones lead. Give up the gut, a little bit of room to go. Gain of 1 down to the 22-yard line. This time on the carry, it was Cam Bryant. Second and 4 upcoming for the Cyclones. Davis in the gun, has pressure, going to have to tuck it, try to get out, but he is swarmed over. And then has the big dogs pounce on top of him. So he will lose about 9 back to the 30-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 29. So 3rd and 11. For the Cyclones, up 11, 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Appreciate you tuning in with us for this one as the Virginia Cyclones looking to move to a continually unblemished, 3-0 on the season, tying the Lightning for the top record in the MLF Elite. Davis throws, complete over to the far side, and shoved down, touched. It's going to be 4th and about 4. As that went complete to Trace Daniels. Keeps the clock running, 4th and 4. We'll see. It looks like the Cyclones are going to go for it. As Davis stays out on the field. Quarterback for the Cyclones with the white long sleeves, white leggings, stands in the gun. One to his right. The back out, looks, throws, and just making a diving attempt. Not going to go. And so it will be a turnover on downs for the Cyclones, who have 2 players down after that one. As the Cyclones cough it up with 3:42 to go in the third quarter. We're going to step aside for an injury timeout. More third quarter football when we come back. You're watching Virginia Cyclones football presented by Dollar Bank from the Virginia Sportsplex.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
As a lifelong local, avid waterman, coach at Kellam High School, coach at the Virginia Cyclones Club, also a member at Virginia Beach National and Henry Regional Golf Club. The 757 is a great place to live and play. As a seasoned realtor at the Bryan Group, I know I can find you the perfect home.
A team trying not to lose their first game of the season. Cyclones 2-0 coming into tonight. Rampage 0-2. Appreciate you tuning in with us for this one. No, there's plenty of other things you could be doing, including watching the UNC Duke game right now. For those of you who don't have dual screens going, North Carolina up 10-6 on Duke early in the opening half. But here, it's 20-9, Cyclones leading the Rampage. First and 10 for the Rampage from their own 22. Man in motion. Big hit on the quarterback as Cantu rocked, and a man going to step out of bounds. Bumped out, but a gain of 5. And both quarterbacks continuing to take a beating from either side, as we saw Cantu get hit pretty heavily there. Cyclone quarterback James Davis has taken more than his share of hits as well. 2nd and 5. Rampage ball. Taking their time to get up to the line, winding down the play clock as much as they can. Trying to make sure they have exactly in what they want. Cantu heads back from the sideline. In the gun. 3 wide to the right. 1 comes in motion to the left. Cantu looks. Swings it out. Another opportunity for an INT that goes by the wayside. The Cyclone defense just unable to haul in. That's about 4 interceptions now they could have had. Cyclones just unable to capitalize when the opportunity presents itself. So we'll have 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Rampage. Clock winding down in this 3rd quarter. Stepping to the line, Cantu and company. 2 wide each side, 1 back, and a tight end as well. Surveys the field. And offsides, and we're going to have a couple of guys come through as Cantu got rocked from those guys trying to jump the snap count and move ahead. It's going to be an offside call on the Cyclones. 5-yard penalty going to give them a first down for the Rampage. And a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, Rampage from the 31. Mark Cantu, the Rampage quarterback. In the gun, drops, looks, pressured, hung, slung to the ground. And the first sack of the afternoon for the Cyclones comes at a good time, as it's going to be a loss of 5. Clock keeps moving down towards the 2-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. But more importantly, the Cyclones potentially crush a little bit of momentum Rampage were able to pick up there over the last few plays. 2nd and 15. Play coming in for the Rampage. Taking their time, Cantu comes back, 2 men sprint out, and a timeout going to be called by the Rampage. Our 2nd timeout of the half. And so with 1:04 to play in this 3rd quarter, Cyclones leading the Rampage 11-9. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Back at the illustrious Virginia Beach Sportsplex from a balmy Virginia Beach, where the Cyclones hosting the Northern Virginia Rampage in MLF football, minor league football elite division. Second down and long, the handoff right up the gut, and that one going to go absolutely nowhere. The Cyclone defense shutting the door, shutting the gate, and slamming it emphatically. As clock continuing to tick down here on this Saturday evening from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Appreciate you tuning in with us as the 2-0 Cyclones hosting the 0-2 Rampage. We had lots of scoring in the first half. All 29 points scored in the first half. Nothing so far here in half number 2, as the clock just going to tick to 0. And that will do it for the third quarter. So we're going to head to quarter number 4. Cyclones and Rampage will flip into the field. We'll flip things around here, head back for fourth quarter in just a moment.
Nobody cares for more young knees than CHKD Sports Medicine. Our specialists, surgeons, and physical therapists work together to develop treatment and training programs that get young athletes back up to speed safely with the strength and confidence they need to stay in the game for the long haul. CHKD Sports Medicine. Care today to last a lifetime.
Third and long for the Rampage. Mark Cantu and company trying to mount a comeback here in the fourth quarter. Cyclones leading 20-11. Cantu rolls out, chucks a prayer up towards midfield, caught and hammered from 2 guys. But we'll see where forward progress goes. It's going to be close. And they're going to give him forward progress to the 39. They needed to get to the 41. Down 11. If you're the Rampage, you got to go for this here. Mark Cantu chucking up a prayer. And that prayer was answered at midfield. Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, our focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. the great folks at Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. 4th and 3, Cantu in the gun. Low snap, gathers. Throws. No one there, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. A miscommunication. But a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. And it's on the Rampage, so it's going to be declined. Cyclones will take over. Up by 11. And just a miscommunication, quarterback and wide receiver there. Cantu thought his man was running out to the sideline. Instead, his man cut in. That causes a turnover and the ball to go back to the Cyclones. So James Davis and company head back out. We'll see if they try to increase the run game here. They've had some success in the run game, also some success in the passing game, but up 2 scores, you want to add some cushion to that. However, you also want to run some clock off. Something they haven't necessarily done extremely well is just milking the clock. Davis runs, chucks, has a man downfield looking, goes and hits. We're going to get pass interference. And sure enough, as the defender looked back, tackled the man. And so before the ball could even get there, the defender not quite happy with that call. As Sean Onstead trying to plead his case to the officials. However, as with anything else, once the call is made, you're not really going to see any official turn that call off. Corrections, Anthony Washington, an offensive back out of Fredericksburg. So it will be 1st and goal, ball on the 1 for the Cyclones. 13:39 to go in this 4th quarter. They'll have 4 chances to knock it in from the 1. Last time they were down here, it was quarterback James Davis keeping it, calling his own number, heading in from the 1. Can he do it again? Stops, pops over, up, no good, as trying to connect with a man in the far side. The intended target for Davis that time coming through was Mike Cody. Couldn't get it to him. So we'll have 2nd and goal from the 1. An interesting call as they've had success in this short run game to try to hammer it through, but nothing going there. In the gun, give this time, left side, caught and tossed down as nothing going. Cyclones tried to utilize Cam Bryant around the left side, couldn't make it work, and so we'll have 3rd, and this time goal from the 6 as Davis and company knocking on the door, trying to capitalize on that pass interference call that placed the ball at the 1. Cyclones leading by 11. They've been successful in the red zone, scoring on their only trip so far. Knocking on the door of the red zone a few times, but able to capitalize the one time they make in. Davis looks back, lobs for the corner of the end zone again. This one's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cyclones. They went for it again, a lob to the corner, and Davis able to connect with his man over there. Who else but Bradshaw on the 6-yard toss. They'd almost connected on a 75-yarder earlier, but they're able to make the 6-yarder work. Cyclones make it a 3-score game. Up 26-9, extra point pending here for the Virginia Cyclones, as the Rampage having some discussions with the officials, not too happy with something that happened. However, The touchdown stands, the extra point. That one's going to be good as well. Cyclones make it 27 with the extra point. 27-9, they lead by 16 here with just about 12 and a half minutes to go in quarter number 4. Cyclones leading after a touchdown pass. His third of the night, James Davis connecting with Bradshaw for a 6-yard pass. Davis now 127 yards through the air. He also has a few on the ground, but 3 touchdowns more importantly for Davis, and he's been having a good game for the Cyclones, helping push them to this lead we're sitting at now. As you're sitting at home, you're trying to decide what you want to eat, what should come next. Well, might we suggest Tropical Smoothie Cafe? Eat better, feel better. We're bursting with fresh flavors. We offer grab-and-go catering and box lunches. Tropical Smoothie Cafe on Princess Anne Road, right across the street from TCC, or anywhere else you can find your tropical smoothie locations. Go give them a shout. Grab a smoothie of your choosing. There's several good ones, too many good ones to pick from, as the Cyclones prepare to kick, back to receive, as the Rampage up to about the 25. They're going to be hauled down there, and that will start their next drive. Of course, the last one came off of the opportunity they had deep in their own, backed up on their own goal line after the turnover, just unable to capitalize. Cyclones finishing up, so we'll see what the Rampage do, how they respond to being shut down on 4th. With another opportunity down 3 possessions, 27-9. Cyclones leading. And defensively, the Cyclones, since that opening drive, have been very good, limiting the passing attack of Mark Cantu. While Cantu's legs have done more work than his arm since that opening drive, the Cyclones looking to keep him in check all around. Cantu in the gun. Takes the snap, has pressure, scrambles ahead, looks, airs one out, has a man, and just overthrows him. Has a little bit of maybe a miscommunication between the two, or a misread on the ball, I should say. His receiver downfield had space, he was open, just maybe a step back, a step farther back, and he would have been able to haul it in. But that's a no-go. And 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Rampage, down by 16. Cantu in the gun. Takes the snap, looks, throws, almost picked off, and another one through the hands of the Cyclone defensive backs. A golden opportunity for the Cyclones to turn things the other way, getting too maybe wide-eyed by the pick 6 possibility. And Cantu lives another day. So the Cyclones going to send in the big boys and look for maybe a power run here on 3rd and 10, down by 16. Cantu 2 wide each side, in the gun. Steps up, pressure coming, airs one to the middle, and a little bit of a suicide pass for the intended target as he took a hefty shoulder right in. Not going to go, and with 10:39 on the clock here In this fourth quarter, Cyclones and Rampage 27-9 in favor of the home team, the Cyclones, right here from their home turf at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Appreciate you tuning in with us. This one tonight brought to you by the great folks over at Dollar Bank. Have big plans? Make them happen with the Dollar Bank loan sale. All loans, all terms are all on sale at super low rates. But hurry, it all ends April 9th. Save big. Visit Dollar Bank tent if you're here at the Sportsplex or online at dollar.bank/loan sale. Dollar Bank, let's get you there, an equal housing lender. Punt collected by the Cyclones up the gut, spinning away from one towards the sideline. Has some blockers ahead. Big block thrown back toward the middle. Chance flags come in, and wrestled down is going to be Bradshaw finally after he gets back to the 30-yard line. And a big return for Bradshaw. We'll see what the flags are as another flag comes in late at this one from the officials as we get some little extra jawing back and forth. Now we've got a coach all the way out past the numbers. And coaches from both sides out past the numbers toward midfield. Meanwhile, both teams continuing to jaw at each other. We'll see how this shakes out, but a beautiful return by Bradshaw. And if you're the Cyclones here, you got to, ball is back on the 48-yard line, so big penalties. Presumably a 15-yard personal foul or something of the 15-yard variety. However, the run game has been functional. So if you're the Cyclones, you got to take the time and start to just run the ball, run the clock. Keep things in place, see what you can tick off before this one gets chippy. As we're already seeing a lot of back and forth between these teams. Meanwhile, Davis in the gun. Swim move over one man, tosses it up, has a man open there toward the middle of the field, cutting back and flipped up and down. But a big pass and catch for the Cyclones all the way down to the 12-yard line, Pitch and catch will keep the clock moving. Cyclones with a big gain. Call it 41 on the play as it was Torres Miller. Lost his defender. Davis able to find him and connect down the left side. Miller cut toward the middle of the field to find a little bit of freedom where he made it work. Cyclones up 27-9, once again knocking 2 for 2 in the red zone so far this evening. Davis back, looks, has to stutter, chucks one up, has a man there, and that one's just going to go over the heads of everyone and out of play. Stopping the clock with 8:50 here, Rampage and Cyclones. Cyclones leading 27-9. Davis has been very good for the home team so far in this one. At this stage of the game, if you had to name a player of the game, he would certainly be the front runner. Has 150 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, and 1 touchdown on the ground. 2nd and 10, ball for the Cyclones on the 13-yard line. Davis airs it out, has a man, and good defensive play defending the corner for the Rampage. James Banks preventing that one from anything happening. 3rd down for the Cyclones. Ball on the 13-yard line. As clock stopped once again, 8:27 to play in this 4th quarter. And despite having a little bit of success with the run game through Denham in the first 3 quarters, we've really seen this Cyclone offense go back to a heavy passing attack, putting all their faith in James Davis, as he's been good for them tonight. They have 1 in the gun, 2 wide each side. Quick sling out. Man blocked, flag on the play. We'll see if this is coming back, but he makes his way into the end zone. Rumbling, stumbling, Tracy Daniels works his way down. We'll see what the flag is as the Cyclones back on the board. If this stands, it'll be 33-9. Officials discussing, but it looks like it's going to be coming back. Flag in the area of potentially a hold. Cyclone offense staying on the field. And a false start on the offense. Just a penalty you cannot have. And so we'll replay 3rd down. 3rd and 16 for the Cyclones. 7.5 minutes to go. Davis back, airs one, has a man up, and incomplete. The intended target couldn't get to it, wanted a pass interference call, but no dice on that. As the Cyclones just going to send the kicker out, Ryan Boker, to attempt the field goal. This would be about a 30-yard kick for Boker, as he marks off his steps. Counts his guys to make sure he's got everything he needs. Sending one off so they don't avoid the legal formation penalty. 27-9, Boker trying to make it a 21-point lead for the Cyclones. Snap back, kick good, up, and that one is no good, goes just wide. So the Rampage going to take over on their own 19-yard line, 7:02 to play here in this one. Rampage trailing by 18. Mark Cantu and company trying to get an extra man on the field as they're short. Yelling to the sideline, nobody coming to help them. Cyclones missing a couple as well. Rampage were missing an offensive lineman. Cantu back, steps up, pressure from behind, airs one out. That one going to fall incomplete. 2 defensive backs in the area. The intended target was Zion Lucas. And so we'll go to 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. 6:54 to play, fourth quarter. Still time for the Rampage. We've seen that quick strike offense. Still time to make a comeback happen, but they've got to start it here. No urgency really from either side as this one has gone on. You would expect to see a little bit more urgency from the Rampage. Cantu drops back. Skedaddles out to the right. He's going to be hauled down. And a loss of 1 on the play. Clock will keep rolling. 3rd down and 11. Call it 3rd down and 12 from the 25-yard line of the Rampage. Northern Virginia taking their time, coming out of the huddle each time, slow to get that play in. And for a team down 18, it's a 3-possession game. You think they would show a little bit more urgency. However, not really much of a sense of urgency, trying to get their first win of the season. They led 6-0. They led 9-7. Haven't led since. Cantu back, fires a lame duck that's going to float out. He was pressured, hit. And the quarterback slow to get up, but he was hammered again. He's been constantly under siege from this Cyclone defense. They've done a good job of getting to the quarterback, causing him some issues, and the Rampage are going to be forced to punt back deep in their own end. It's 4th and 11. With 5:15 and counting to go here for the fourth quarter. Why Not Italian is celebrating over 28 years in Hampton Roads. Our commitment to excellent ingredients, traditional recipes, and treating our customers like family is what has allowed us to serve delicious food. Punt is up, bounces toward the 45, and the Rampage are going to down it at about the 43 of the Cyclones. Traditional recipes and treating our customers like family is what has allowed Why Not to serve delicious food to our community since 1993. Dine with us at any of our 7 locations, including the newest location at Haygood on Independence Boulevard. What's for dinner tonight? Well, Why Not Italian? 4:44 to go in this fourth quarter. Cyclones with the ball, up 18. They'll take over back about the 43-yard line. James Davis and company. Looking to milk a little clock for the Cyclones. Play coming in from the sideline. We've seen them go heavy on the offensive attack. Here on the pass attack here in the last quarter and a half. We'll see what this looks like. Davis has the running back Collins. D'Angelo Collins, the Newport News native, to his right, 2 split wide each side. Back in the gun, airs one out long, looking for a man. That one going to be picked off. He threw one up, picked off by the Rampage, And before a tackle from the Cyclones at the 20. But you got to wonder what the Cyclone offense, just gunslinger mentality, step back, chuck one up long. And in turn, that one going to be picked off. If you're the Cyclones, you might want to, you got to think they were hoping to maybe run a little bit more clock off with that one instead of putting the ball right back into the hands of Mark Cantu, who's shown the Rampage can score quickly. 4.5 minutes might be cutting it close. However, couple of quick strikes and we've got a more interesting ball game. Cyclones up 27-9. They'll need another defensive stand here to potentially try to round this one out. More late substitutions from the Rampage, getting everything going on the offensive line. Cantu takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, fires. This one's going to be picked off now by the Cyclones. Back the right side and hit and knock to the turf down at the 21. And so a pick one way, a pick right back the other way as the Cyclones defense coming up big, answering interception for interception, and they'll have a chance on the doorstep. Ball on the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Virginia Cyclones. Last time they had the ball, it was one play and picked off. We'll see if they go back to the run game. The passing attack has had success at times, but not necessarily in the last few quarters. James Davis in the gun has Collins to his right, 2 wide either side. Steps back, pass across, looking, dodging a tackle there towards the 10, hit down towards the sideline and steps out. And we're going to get a flag on the play, as now we've got players needing to be separated. Cyclones showing a little flex on them there as it's Tyree Martin, the Chesapeake native. Flags from both sides as players continuing to be separated. Clock stopped with 3:34 to go. We'll see what the flags are, but a good work there by the Cyclone offense to get down inside the 10. Waiting for the officials to shake this one out to see where everything and how everything is going to fall out. We had the big pass play for the Cyclones, and then the post-play shenanigans, we will call them. Who doesn't love good shenanigans, right? Ball is going to come back to the 25. It'll be Cyclone ball, so the penalty on the Cyclones. Back to first down, 1st and 15. Davis in the gun. Collins to his left again. Snap up, quick pass over. That one going to be dropped. As second down upcoming for the Cyclones. 3:29 to go in the fourth quarter. And just like victory, every day is sweet when you're serving you Blizzard treats like M&M's Cookie Dough, Reese's, and Oreo Fudge Brownie. Thanks for being our fans all of these years, and here's to many more. Dairy Queen Lansdowne, fan food, not fast food. Davis, back, scrambles, pass complete. Man cuts inside towards the end zone, knocked down at about the 7. But a nice work there is connecting with Tyree Martin again. He's going to dance his way down. It'll be a first down for the Cyclones, 2:50 and counting, up 27-9. And it'll be a first and goal for the Cyclones here. Looking to run out some of this clock as we keep chugging along toward the final buzzer. Cyclones trying to move to 3-0 on the season. In the gun, Davis, 2 back, give left side. Cut through, gain of at least 3 or 4. Taken down, they'll call it 2, down to the 5. Second and goal. That was D'Angelo Collins picking up 2. As we hit the 2-minute warning. Cyclones regrouping, taking some time before starting again. We're going to take a quick pause. Cyclones leading 27-9. You're watching Virginia Cyclones football presented by Dollar Bank from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
Earn $300 with everything checking from Dollar Bank. Then do your thing.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf.
Back at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex, Cyclones leading the Rampage 27-9. Ball on the 5, first and goal. In pass, that one up and hauls it in, but incomplete, sliding out of bounds. What a snag by the Cyclones. But man, oh man, just sliding out the back of the end zone. As you can see, the Cyclone player hovering over the official, wanting an explanation, but that's not going to change the call. So the Cyclones are going to have to come back. It's third and goal. Ball on the 5, 1:51 to go. And you got to wonder again why they're not just going to run the clock, try to milk as much as you can, maybe try to score. If you want to add to the score with under 30 seconds left, but keep as much clock going. Don't give your opponent a chance to add to their total, as this Cyclone defense has been very good all game, limiting the Rampage to only 9. Cyclones in the gun, 1 wide near side. Snap back looking, has a man up, and that one's going to be dropped in the end zone. Incomplete and no good. And so it's going to be 4th and goal, ball on the 5. And again, if you're the Cyclones, maybe look at running that clock. You've had some success with the run game. Instead, you keep passing here in the fourth quarter, not milking the clock as much, and they're going to go for it. And expect another play action pass as Cyclones showing a lack of confidence in their run game. Here we go, pass to the corner, trying to haul it in, but we're going to get a flag on the play. So it's going to be a pass interference that's going to give the Cyclones a new set of downs from the 1. So we'll get first and goal from the 1-yard line. The Cyclone running game was effective when they decided to use it. However, the choice here in the second half has been to basically forego any kind of run game at all and just try to air things out, maybe looking to pad the stats of James Davis. However, he moves to 9 for 21 on the evening. One split wide to the left, 2 in the backfield. Davis under center. Takes the snap, gives right side up the gut and in. That one's going to be good. Touchdown, Cyclones. As they now have 33 to lead the Rampage 33-9. With 1:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. Boker on to kick the extra point. Snap. It's a fake. Boker takes off. The Cyclones trying to add to the score, and they do. A 2-point conversion is good. Make it 35-9 on the fake. As the holder took the ball, danced out to the left side before airing one out towards the back of the end zone. It was John Young who was there to catch it. And so with 1:28 to go in the fourth quarter, Cyclones lead the Rampage 35-9. They're going to kick off to the Rampage here with just about a minute and a half remaining on what is you can tell is a frustrated Rampage side. But the Cyclones not really moving too fast, don't have much of a pep in their step as they head back to kick off. As we've got coaches on the field, we've got players from one side talking to coaches for the other. We've got players with helmets off on the field, waiting for the Cyclones to kick off. Boker to kick. This one is up, bounces back, taking it the 1. Rampage will carry it out. He's got space to go. Tripped up by the last possible guy. Tripped up at the 40-yard line, and the Rampage will take over there at their own 40 with 1:20 to go. And this one all but decided as the Cyclones up by 26 on the Rampage. The Rampage led 6-0. They led 9-6. Or excuse me, 9-7 But after that first quarter field goal, they were unable to get anything else offensively as this this Cyclone defense shut them down. Cantu in the gun, takes it, looking, rolls out, has pressure. He's going to keep it on the run. Stripped, loose ball on the turf, collected. Cyclones are going to fall back down, keep it. And now a flag comes in from behind. We got 2 flags. As now we got a scrum near the sideline too. One of the Rampage players takes his helmet off, screaming at one of the Cyclones. It's supposed to be Rampage ball or Cyclone ball at the 45 after the quarterback was stripped. We'll see how the penalties shake out. And what's turning into the longest final 2 minutes in football history, as we once again have coaches on the field from both sides. Almost the entire Cyclone bench. Coaches and players standing at midfield in the officials huddle. And if you're these officials, at some point you got to get control of this game. Things are slowly winding into a downhill spiral. As we sort things out, Cyclones leading with a decisive 35-9. And so while all this gets sorted out, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Cyclone ball on the 49-yard line, up 35-9. 2 wide each side. Davis in the gun, drops back, airs one out, has a man all the way down. That one's going to be good and stripped. Loose ball, picked up. Rampage back the other way as trying to collect it. And dumped over down at the 30. So the big completion for the Cyclones turns into a fumble. And it will be Rampage ball on the 34-yard line. So the Cyclones connected, had an opportunity. And one thing we've seen from Virginia Cyclones is a desire to keep the score running up. As less than a minute to go when that last ball was snapped, a chance to just kind of take a knee, run things out. But instead, they air it out, try to continue to put daggers in the Rampage. Instead, it turns into a turnover. And back to Rampage ball we go. In what continues to be the longest final 2 minutes in history of football. Cyclones could have taken a knee, could have run things out. Instead, they get greedy, go for more, and it costs them. As now it's going to be the Rampage just taking a knee. They're going to run the clock out, and that will end this one as the Cyclones wrapping up a 35-9 victory. That's going to do it for us here. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thanks to the great people at Dollar Bank for making this one possible. Cyclones stop the Rampage 35-9. Drive safe and have a great night, everybody.
Earn $300 with everything checking from Dollar Bank. Then do your thing.